Okay. Alrighty. Okay, cool. So move that out the way. Good evening, everyone. Oh, so you guys have to excuse me today. I decided it would be a great idea over the weekend to eat some regular food. If you don't know, I switched my diet, so been like real sluggish the past couple of days. I ain't really feeling that, so I have to go on a little fast or something. Get myself back right. But how is everyone doing tonight? I'm actually doing pretty good. And the subject that I want to talk about is actually something that I get really excited about when I talk about, which is manifestation. So, without further ado, just before we move forward, let's just go ahead with the intro. So, Sandy Streets Podcast is a podcast for the awakening soul. This is where we get real and we see the world as it is. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and help it grow, and that you are notified when new content is released. So, let's heal the streets. Okay, so manifestation. Now, manifestation is actually like really, really cool. And here's one thing that I've learned about manifestation. Manifestation is we manifest all the time. So whether we intend to or not, we manifest all the time. So like I've said plenty of times, you attract what you are energetically attracted to. So when we talk about manifestation, you manifest anything that is on the vibrational frequency that you are on as well. So when you think about it, we manifest people, places, experiences, situations, and objects. So we manifest jobs, cars, money. We manifest it all. But so here's the thing about it though, because, well, let me just tell y'all first off about manifestation, because now when I started on my spiritual healing journey, manifestation was one of the first things that I came across. And I remember I was talking about it before, where I said that I had purchased that program, that manifesting program. It was a good program, but it was missing one of the key things. And the key things was healing and, raising your vibration. But the thing about it was, I went into manifesting so quickly without doing a healing that I began to manifest things from the vibrational frequency that I was on. So now I manifested a new job. It paid me more money, but I fucking hated it. I manifested a car, and then now it's like every time, well, not necessarily every time I turn around, but it's like there's always oh, okay. So like when I went to go get my car inspected, oh wait, hold on. When I went to go get my car inspected, I had to pay like 600 something dollars. Like, I'm like, what the hell? Like, this car's not even that old. But yeah, so like we manifest literally from, but here's the thing though. Like here's the thing about it. Now, this is from my experience. So like before like spirituality, I used to believe that I had to pray and wait for my quote unquote blessing to come through. So I found out that that's kind of not that's not really how the universe works. So here's how you manifest correctly. So manifestation starts with the simple fact of giving gratitude. We have to be grateful for the situation that we are already in. Because what happens is when you're not grateful, when you start looking at things as I need this, I need that, I gotta get this, I gotta get that, then it's coming from a place of lack. So now you're manifesting from that place of lack versus manifesting from a place of abundance where you are grateful for your situation. You're grateful for the situation that you're in. Yeah, you might not be a millionaire yet, but the thing about manifestation is you don't have to wait for it. Okay. So manifestation deals with the your intuition of knowing that you already have it. So here, look at it like this. So we live in the here and the now. So there's no past, there's no future. It's just here and now. So with the here and now, when you think about it, when you think about the past, you think about it now. When you think about the future, you think about it now. But what manifestation really does is it collapses time. So, like with spirituality, that's where you get into learning about time and, like, knowing that time is just something that's created within this matrix, but it's not really a factor when it comes to manifestation because the time is eliminated because of the way that you're thinking now when you're manifesting because it's no longer I need it, it's I already have it. Okay. So now to get there first, okay, because that's the whole part of manifestation that we lose in the beginning of it is the actual part of how to get to manifesting because first you have to heal. Okay, you have to heal. Okay, once you heal once you heal, you automatically raise your vibration, so now you're vibrating on a higher frequency than you were before. So let's start there. Now the thing about healing is you erase your limited beliefs. I talked about limited beliefs before, but limited beliefs are those where you have those sayings like all niggas ain't shit, all bitches is crazy, money's hard to earn, stuff like those are all limited beliefs. Okay. Like, and the thing about it is our belief systems are put into us by other people, by society, by programs, by manipulation, by brainwashing. The things that we see, that we hear, that we learn, those are the beliefs that we have when, in all honesty, they're not facts. Like, going into manifestation but going on a spiritual journey is where you rewire your brain and you create your own beliefs. Okay, if you and here's the thing about creating your own beliefs, because if you tell yourself that you're a millionaire, there's nothing's gonna stop you but you, like absolutely nothing. So now limited beliefs are our subconscious thought patterns. Okay. 95% of our lives are controlled by our subconscious. So when you get to really thinking about it and you think about the stuff that these belief systems that we have, these are the things that hold us back from being the superior human beings that we really truly are. So the thing about it, like, okay, so say if you have a limited belief about a job, like when it comes to jobs, you believe that you have to work hard, you have to do this, you got to do that to be able to make all of this money. Let me tell you something. If you believe that, you are going to always attract jobs where you are overworked. Period. Okay? So when you retrain your brain and when you rewire your thought pattern, this is where you get to the point where you like, you know what? F that. Like, I don't believe that. I'm going to believe that this is what it is. This is what I want to do. This is how I'm going to operate moving forward because at the end of the day, it's your life. You got to always show up for you. So to put a belief system in front of you that doesn't even have anything to do with you, it's insane, right? Right. So consciously, we may tell ourselves that we want something. Okay. But if we do not believe that it can happen or we don't see it as if it already has happened, it's not going to happen because that's gonna the belief system is what is holding us back, is what's keeping us stuck. Now, if you are new to your spiritual journey or if you're on a spiritual journey, like I said, manifestation was one of the first things that I came across. I'm pretty sure that it was probably one of the first things that you came across as well. So you have the internet telling us that manifestation is where oh, you can manifest all of this money, you could do this, you could do that. All you have to do is say these affirmations, you need all of these methods, and that some of that is true, but the thing behind it is You have to raise your vibration. You have to be on the vibration, that vibrational frequency of whatever it is that you want to manifest. Okay? So if you don't do the unhealed manifestation is manifesting from the vibrational frequency. Healed manifestation is now you can really open your mind and think differently. Put yourself in a better you literally put yourself in a better position just by healing. Okay? So once you heal, that's where you start to manifest from that abundant place because now you're not looking at your situation as if it's a need. This is what I need. Like I said earlier, it's gonna be this is what I have, this is who I am versus that's what I want to be. That's the key difference. So now let's use money as an example for manifestation because everybody wants to manifest money, right? Now, here's the thing about money. Like I said before, money is an energy. Okay. Money is an energy that is flowing towards you, away from you, beside you, around you, above you, below you. It's an energy. Okay. So when you look at money for more than what it is, that's where stuff gets a little bit different because now it's like it's coming from that place of lack because now it's I need it. I have to have it versus I already have it. So peep game. Now, once you've done the healing work, you raise your vibration. You understand that you trust in the universe. Okay? Because like I said before, like I used to do all that praying and hoping and wishing that things would come and stuff like that. But then it got to a point where that wasn't working for me no more. So it was like, okay, there has to be something else. So once I, got into it of trusting the universe, being grateful for my current situation. And now it's like, okay, cool. Like now I'm like starting to see like how can I explain? Like this is why I say I get like so excited about it because like the shift in your reality when you learn how to manifest correctly and when you learn what manifestation actually is like you get to see the world in such a is from a different eye, literally. So, like, all right. So let's just say, like, so for me, so how can I say, how can I put this? So, like, all right, let me see. All right, so here's what I would say. Does anybody know about like quantum jumping, or like has anybody ever quantum jumped? Like, okay, so let me just talk about that because like quantum jumping is like listen to me. You're missing it. Like if you don't okay, so let me just say what it is. Okay, quantum jumping is where you literally jump on the timeline of the reality that you want to live. So a lot with spirituality is you dissolve time. There's no more time, there's no more time frame. So you think of months, days, years, that type of stuff. Like there's no more of that in spirituality because it's no longer you trying to obtain something because you already have it, if that makes sense. So with quantum jumping, now quantum jumping can be done through meditation, but when you quantum jump, you literally jump on to that timeline. So you have to realize that if you think it, if you could create it, then that means that it's already happening in the universe on a timeline. You just have to get there, which sounds like, sounds crazy, but in reality, that's really what's going on. So with quantum jumping, it's like, all right, so now you literally jump on to that timeline and you experience what it's like living that life. And when I tell you, after you do quantum jumping, how your reality starts to shift. So like you start seeing like I wouldn't say like clues, but like you start seeing life differently. Like, so let me tell you about the first time that I quantum jumped. It was like crazy. So like the first time that I ever did it, like once I like, came back to it, like I like the days started going on, like different things like started to happen to me. So like my sharpness was like that. Like my awareness was like so on point. Not saying that it wasn't before, but now it's like it was just noticing a lot of little stuff. Okay, like and it's like the need for more knowledge was like like I need to notice. I need to see this. I need to know more about this. Like like it wasn't just like uh whatever somebody says, go like, no, I need proof. Like, I need information. I need to know where this came from. But you got to see, like, in a sense of that, like, knowledge is everything. So, like, knowledge is your medicine. Knowledge is your money. Knowledge is your success. Like knowledge is everything. You have to be able to want to learn, to want to be able to be like, you know what? I don't believe that. Like, I need some proof behind this. Like, you gotta give me just a little bit more as to exactly what it is that's going on. So, like, with the quantum jumping, like, and when I did it again, like when I oh my gosh, when I did it again, like, okay, so like I did it like in the beginning of like my spiritual healing journey. Like, but like after I went all the way through, I healed and I did it again. Okay, so like talk about things that just started happening. Like, I don't know. Like, it was like, okay, so, all right, true story. Boom. Okay. I am in this little corner store around the corner from my house. Okay. Now, there's people walking in and out of this store all my fucking day, literally all day. Okay. Like, soon as I walk in the store, like, but the crazy part is like, all right, so let me just back this up right quick. So, like, on my quantum jumping, I told myself that I was a very lucky person. This is what I told myself. Like, I'm like, okay, yeah, like you're a lucky person. All right, so boom, back to the story. I walks into the store. Right in front of the door is $100 bill. Not saying like, oh yeah, but just think about it though. There's a million people, not a million people, but there's people that walk in. The store opens up at 8 o'clock in the morning. I mean, not saying like when the person dropped it, but it was literally right there as soon as you walk in the door. Like, how did the person who walked in before didn't see it, or the person who walked in before might have dropped it? But I mean, like, I'm just saying, like, it was just so crazy that I'm like, really, like, wow, like, but I was just thinking, like once you quantum jump, like you look for proof that you are now on that timeline. So like quantum jumping also is kind of like how I got into like doing a podcast, like wanting to teach people about spirituality, wanting to be a healing coach, like, wanting people to heal, raise their vibration, get on these different timelines, like, really see life from a different perspective, from a higher perspective is what I should say, because that's literally what you do. Like when you tap into your higher self, it's like one of the best experiences you could ever have in your life, because now you are living the life that you want to live. You are living a life where you have infinite possibilities. Nobody's stopping you, not even you. Like, let me tell y'all, it's quantum jumping. It's fun too. Like it's really fun because now like you get to actually experience a life that beforehand you thought that you could never live, or you would never be able to see. Now, so let me go back to when I was talking about money. So like how I was saying, like money is an energy. Everything seen and unseen has a vibration. Everything seen and unseen has an energy. So here's what here's what I feel like happened to us when it comes to how we view money and how we manifest money, because you think of the dollar bill. Okay. So the dollar bill, now listen, this is just how I see it. This is from my perspective. The dollar bill was created because we are a existence of seeing eyes. We have to be able to see something to believe it. So, a lot of people are probably like, "Oh, what is she talking about? Money is an energy." When money is it's a dollar. It's Listen to me. The dollar bill was created because we have to be we are trained to use our eyes to see things. Okay? So, if you see a dollar bill, you know it's a dollar bill, you believe it's a dollar bill. We were trained to see money for what it's not. Don't don't let that go. We were trained to see money for what it's not. Okay? So as long as they could put this little piece of paper in our face to make us think that having this is what's going to make you rich, then it doesn't add up, because it's like, "Oh, well, I don't have that much money, so I'm not rich." Well, you make yourself rich. If you tell yourself you're rich, There's who's stopping you from being rich? Okay. So see, now, so when you think about money in a dollar aspect, it has no value at all. Okay. Like, if you are familiar with what the federal government is trying to do with the dollar bill, like with the dollar, you would understand that the dollar bill has it has no value. It's a piece of paper, literally. So the only thing that we see with it is you have a dollar, $5, $10, 20, 50, 100. Now, in your mind, you like, okay, this is what I could buy with it. But in reality, it doesn't have any value. It costs the US more to print money than what it's worth. Okay. So here's a couple of red flags about money. Now, like I said, it costs the US more money to print than what it's even worth. Now, the way they want us to believe how money works, if having so much of it makes you rich, then there's a cap on how much of it you could spend, right? Because it's like, if you go and drop 30K on a car tomorrow, here comes the IRS. Okay, well, prove it. But see, and then here's another thing about it, because as long as we think that being a millionaire or a billionaire is of this 1%, which we are told, then it's always going to look like it's such a hard thing to obtain. Okay. There's what, 7 to 9 billion people on the universe, and they want us to believe that only 1% of it is millionaires. Okay. Yeah, okay. So, like, there's a lot of millionaires. Let's just start there. A lot a lot more people than what we think, or what they want us to think, because as long as we don't think, they're good. Okay? So, just think about it though. Just think about it though. So, but here's one thing I'm gonna tell y'all though. Here's one thing I'm gonna tell y'all. And this is something that I've learned. Like, believe nothing you see, and half of what you hear. I didn't understand that when I first heard it. Like, what do you mean don't believe nothing? Don't believe nothing you see, and half of what you hear. Literally. Okay. So here's another thing with money, when it comes to like being rich and stuff like that. Like, a lot of rich people don't have millions of dollars just sitting in a safe somewhere. Not even a bank account. Like, they're way smarter than that. So it's like, a lot of rich people have assets. Like, here the thing with assets is, when you buy assets, when you go and open up these businesses and stuff, you borrow against the assets. And that's how you are able to obtain, like, that's how rich people are able to obtain these huge loans to to go do whatever. How do I know this? Well, I mean, like, I got a little bit boring. So in my spare time, I study millionaires. I look up millionaires. I look and see what these people do, because I know I'm a millionaire. That's how I think. So it's like, okay, all right, bet. Well, if that's the case, let me just see what what they do, what they get into. So yeah, if you've never actually, like, we all know Elon Musk, he's one of the richest men in the universe. But if you when you get some time, just look up his story. Look up his story. There's another guy, Tony Robbins. Like, look at these people and see exactly what it is that they do. Because when you see the stuff that they do, like, what's stopping us? What's really stopping us from really being like them? Your mindset. Your mindset. The emotional attachment that we have created to that piece of paper is what keeps us stuck. That's what keeps us stuck. That's what keeps us from not mentally growing, because we're looking at things always from that place of that we need it. We got to have it. When in reality, you already have it. Now, so when you really think about manifestation, I look at manifestation as manifesting is thinking and acting. Okay. When you think upon it, you act it, your thoughts is what creates your reality. The moment the moment you limit yourself, the like that split second that you tell yourself that you can't do it, or this ain't like, listen, the second that you limit yourself, you limit all possibilities for yourself. That's when you put a cap on your manifestations. You put yourself, we literally do this to ourselves. We do it to ourselves. Overthinking, it's not a flex. Overthinking, that's overthinking will literally think you out of, child, let me tell y'all. Overthinking ain't it. That's that. Oh, being an overthinker is it's not good. It does you no justice. Overthinking situations, thinking that, oh well, you know, it does you no good in the end. Overthinking, it causes stress actually, and then that lowers your vibration. And then look, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. But see, overthinking, like, we have to change the way we look at things. So when you change the way you look at things, the looks of things change. Okay. So when you are able to take a step back and look at things from that different perspective, it puts you, it gives you a broader aspect of things, because manifestation, like when you limit your possibilities and then you try to manifest things, you're putting a cap on everything, and then that literally affects you in every other aspect of your life, literally. So, like, you got to realize that the whatever path you are on, as far as, like, I wouldn't necessarily say your life path, because like all of our life paths change sometimes, but like the mental path that you are on is what is going to put you in a better position or cap you and keep you stuck. Like, but if you can't, like, I don't like to use the term closed minded, because I don't want to make it seem like that being closed minded makes you like less of a person, or less than a person that's open minded. But the thing about being closed minded is you can't see past the program. Like, you can't see past the fact that you have to work a job to make money, or you have to own a business, or you have to do this, or you have to do that, when in reality you could really raise your vibration and start to attract money to you. And like, the crazy thing about it is, let me tell y'all, like, attractive money is like the shit. Like, let me tell y'all, like, okay, so like, oh, by the way, shout out to Me's for my sweater. I did want to say that about my terrible sweater because shout outs to the Pittsburgh Steelers. But listen here. So, all right. So, look. So, all right. How can I put this? So, let me see. So, because I want to like, I be trying to make stuff to where it's not like super hard to understand. So, like, all right. So, boom. Attracting money is like, I don't even know how to explain it. So, like, because here's the thing about it. All right, so look, I'm gonna tell y'all. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all. So, like, boom. What after I quit my job, because I quit my job, okay? Like, listen to me. For one, it turned me into a fucking zombie. I ain't had time to do nothing. I was tired all the fucking time. Work. I hated the fucking place I was working for. Then I was working for a medication. I don't even believe in medication, but what really got me is that the medication I was working for decided that it would be a great idea if the FDA approved it for it to be taken in children. I said, I see what the fuck this medication does to adults. I said, yeah, it's time to go. Okay, so boom. All right, so back to it. Like after I quit my job, I'm like, okay, you know what? I quit my job for a reason. I found my soul's purpose. That's what I'm going to do. It's like, okay, all right. Well, and the crazy thing about it was like when I quit my job, the first thing that people was, well, what are you going to do for money? Just let me worry about that. Okay. All right. So boom, look. It's like with manifestation, when you begin to manifest, like you attract money and it comes to you in expected and unexpected ways. So one of these unexpected ways was all right, so boom. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, boom, boom, boom. I'm doing like all the little stuff that I gotta do, like how much my bills was gonna be. I'm looking to see, and I'm like, all right, like you know what, like because like when I was like after I quit my job, I really noticed I was paying for a lot of bullshit, like stuff, fucking programs I ain't even watch and stuff like that. And I'm just like, what the hell? Like, you don't think about it like when you work and you get your paycheck and it comes out of your account, you don't really notice it. But like when you really start to like notice stuff, I'm like, why am I even paying for this crap? Okay, but besides that, all right, so boom. I'm doing like like my monthly bill, seeing like, okay, like yeah, that I can live without. That I can live without. Okay, bing bang boom. So I need XYZ to take care of my bills this month. So how about like what? I think it was like 2 weeks after I quit my job, I got a check in the mail. I was like, "What is this?" Like, wasn't expecting it. I'm like, "Okay," like, but it was so crazy because like before I had quit, I was like on this project and they was like giving us bonuses and stuff. So like when I got my bonus, I'm like, "Oh, okay." Like, like, but it's so crazy because it's like, yeah, I know you may say like, "Oh, yeah, that probably was coming," but I didn't know it was coming. Like, I didn't know it was coming, so it was like it was unexpected to me, but then again, it was just like, like once I found that $100 in the store, like, but I mean, like, it'd be so crazy because like, I be finding money all the time. Like, I be finding money all the time, like, and it just be so wow to me, well, not wow to me, but it just be like, I'll be like, "Universe, I see you." Like, I'll be like, "Okay, okay, like, I see you," but it's like, but let me tell y'all, for real, like on a serious level, like just when you think about manifesting versus waiting, that's when you get to changing your perspective of how you want your life to move forward. Because do you really want to keep waiting for things to happen, or do you want to be in a mindset of they already happen? Because I can tell you, like, when you start moving in a way where things are already done versus you got to get things done, your mindset, the like everything changes, like everything changes, yo. Like the stuff looks way different, and it just be like you be amazed at the thing about it is like you be so amazed at yourself. Like, you be so amazed at yourself at the stuff that you can actually accomplish. Like, when you limit yourself, when you have those limited beliefs, you feel like there's a cap on everything. Like, oh, I can't do that, or like, nah, I don't really know about that. Like, because fear is our enemy. Fear is everybody's enemy, but fear is told y'all, fear is one of the lowest vibrational frequencies that we can experience. Lowest. So, like, people fear having a business, people fear hopping out of their comfort zone, people fear that. Okay. And that's what keeps you stuck. Not being able to, not, I wouldn't say not being able, but like, let yourself go. Like, be free. Let your mind be free. Let you create your own belief system. Let you be on a higher path for yourself. Like, I recommend everybody do that. Like, put yourself on that higher, get tap into your higher self and see how your life starts to change. The experiences that you start to experience, because at the end of the day you have to realize that you're always in the right place at the right time. I don't believe in wrong place wrong time. I believe that you are always where you are supposed to be at that time. You are supposed to experience whatever it is that you are experiencing, because it's supposed to be a lesson. So you are either going to learn from it, or it's just going to kind of like repeat itself. And then when it repeats itself, it's like, we've been through this before. Like, like, listen, your higher self is not your enemy. Your higher self has your best interest, has your higher interest. So whatever it is that you feel like you can accomplish, when I tell you, when you tap into your higher self, bro, bro, like, it goes crazy. Like, literally, it goes, life literally, it switches, it changes. But I would, like I said, okay, so like, I'm pretty sure that you could probably find like a or you know what, as a matter of fact, it's actually on my guide. Now, I know that I had said a couple of weeks ago that I was going to put my guide on my website, but I was like having some issues with uploading like the meditations, because like I said, like I have a meditation for quantum jumping, and I highly recommend it. So like, yeah, I did get everything situated with the meditation. So I should be able to go ahead and get everything uploaded so that I could put the guide on my site, so that I cuz it's like, I really really want you to be able to experience your full life, your higher self, because like, look at all this stuff that's going on in the world. Like, it's just like, oh my gosh, every time you turn around something is happening. Like, and then like, there's just so much stuff on social media that just like blocks out a lot of like real stuff that's really going on. Like, like, there's so much stuff that's really going on behind the scenes. Like, I had put on Facebook like not too long ago about like how I wasn't interested in the presidential debate. I'm not interested in either one of these presidents, but like, you have to realize that when you start peeking into things, and you start wanting to know things, like, and then you start getting information, and like I said, like, when you find out, like, damn, there, all the stuff that we see is a fucking lie. I'd be like, damn, like, what the hell? Like, oh my gosh. Like, but listen here, listen here. What I would say is, take that step for yourself. Okay, like, take that step for yourself. Take being your higher self for you. Like, nobody else can do it but you. Nobody else can be there but you. Like, you got to want to be the higher version of you, not the best version, like the higher version of you. Yeah, you could be the best version of you. That's cool. Until when? Until it doesn't work no more. Until you feel like you've given all you could give. Yeah, consciously, but subconsciously, you got a whole another life waiting for you. Like, so yeah, like, listen to me. All I know is learning about spirituality, healing, manifestation. It has changed my life drastically. Like, drastically. And like, the only thing that I want to do is I want for other people to be able to experience that as well. That's all. Oh, but I do want to heal the streets as well. Heal us one person at a time, baby. Just one person at a time. Now, here's the thing with healing too. So y'all could go on my website. Now, I do offer a free 15-minute consultation. Now, the consultation I really put on there because spiritual healing, people be, oh, I'm not ready to take a spiritual journey. You don't necessarily have to be ready to go on a spiritual journey just to heal. Okay. Like, like I say spiritual healing, but it's all healing because all healing is self-healing. So my job is to facilitate your healing journey. Okay. If you want to tap into spirituality, we could do that too. But the main reason that I went into spiritual healing and spiritual coaching was so that people can see that there is a way higher timeline than what's here, literally, than what we see. This is all what is that called? What did they see? What can our eyes see? Vision. Oh my God. Not that. You know what? All right, I gotta look it up and see because we can only see like what is it? Oh my gosh, I'm so mad. It's like something particles of our actual um like of our actual matrix. We can only see what I can't remember. Billy Carson said it, but I can't remember what he said. But listen to me, y'all. We got a whole another side. We got a whole higher side of us that's waiting for us, literally waiting for you. Like, I'm pretty sure that your soul has probably tried to tell you plenty of times, like, it's knocked on that door a few times, like where you like, okay, like, yeah, when you get to those days where it's like nothing is working out, what's going on? Like, yeah, that's where your soul is like, hey, what's up? It's time to wake up. Like, like it's time to wake up. Like, yeah, we're not going through the worst part of us for no reason. You don't experience the worst part of you for no reason. Like when you going through those situations, it's time to wake up. It's time for you to be like, okay, what do I gotta do now? Like, like if you want to know, come and talk to me. Come talk to me. I'll let you know what we could do together because we could work it out. Because I'm telling you, healing, manifesting. But here's the thing though, because I was talking about manifestation and the method. Let me tell you something. Once you heal, you automatically raise your vibration. Manifestation, it just comes. You ain't got to worry about a 369 method. You ain't got to worry about daily. I mean, you can say daily affirmations. I'll still say some. I still say some that I like that resonate with me. So I mean, like, you could definitely say your affirmations, but let me tell you something. You ain't gotta go through umpteen methods to try to get manifestation to work for you. Like once you start vibrating on that higher frequency, manifestation just comes. Like you just start seeing, then you start meeting different people. I told y'all, let me tell y'all, you start meeting different people, you start experiencing new things, you start being in better situations. Okay. This is the day you get to ciao. All right. Well, you know what? That's it for tonight. That's it for tonight. But seriously though, now like I said, on my website, I do have that free 15-minute consultation. Now, the main reason why I like to do the free 15-minute consultation is because, for one, if I don't know you, well, I mean, like, if I don't know you, I would like to, get to know you, get to see like exactly what it is that you want to do. And then, like, just to see if I'm a good fit for you. And as if you're a good fit for me as well. Because, I mean, like, being a coach, not everybody's a good fit for me, and like I may not be a good fit for you either. So the 15-minute consultation is free. We could definitely go over how it is that you want to heal, how you want to go on your healing journey, and what it is that I am exactly going to do to help you get there. Now listen here, because that guide is done. Okay, the guide is self-paced, so I mean, like some people like the more one-on-one experience, and then other people like the self-paced. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely get that up for y'all, get that running because that's good. Like a lot of stuff that I talk about on my podcast, I just go into great details with it, and then like you have the meditations there to be a part of your healing journey as well. And then that's when you really tap into that higher state of consciousness, that higher you, your higher self. And I'm telling you, it's one of the beautifulest experiences that you can ever have. Like, it's actually better than having a kid. All right, y'all. Well, that's my time for tonight. I just want to thank you guys so much for being here with me tonight. And again, on my website, that's SWALKINC, songinc.org. All right. You guys have a great night and thank you so much. Oh, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube.